Beloved Masters of the Light, greetings from Archangel Michael. This full moon is the last in the cycle of this year and the last in the cycle of the almost past decade. Many of you have stepped over this period of time through the gate of ignorance into the light of knowledge and wisdom. This is what you humans call ascension. Ascension is bringing more and more people into enlightenment, as enlightenment of humanity is of great importance as a support to the ascension process of Mother Earth. While the Mother symbolizes the great whole, each of you is a microcosm in this process. Just as your human body needs the optimal function of all of its units up to the cellular level, our beloved Mother Earth needs the perfect interplay of her units, one of which is humanity. The more of you go into the process of awakening and enlightenment into your own divine essence, the faster and better the Mother can ascend into another dimension and frequency. Each of you is making an important contribution to her ascension process. It is a gradual process of development, comparable to the growth of a child, who integrates new abilities and insights from day to day, from month to month, from year to year. There is no good or better, because each of you is at the very point that opens the greatest potential for your own soul growth. The way is the goal. This is also an important insight. This path can only be experienced through the heart and does not go through the mind, as the experience of ascension has to be lived and felt to bring wisdom and enlightenment into the lives of each of you. Over the past decade, many so-called twin flames or soulmates have been brought into contact with each other through divine plan, in many often unusual ways, in order to walk together and yet alone the path of ascension and mastery. Since love is so important for most of you humans, but yet from our point of view, you have only a very limited understanding of love, experiencing this heavenly twin flame or soulmate love on the pilgrim path of ascension is an important mean of catapulting a great number of you beloved Masters of the Light into enlightenment, awakening you from your darkness, enabling you to rapidly increase your frequency, that you gain access to the so-called higher dimensions, which are actually higher frequencies. By tuning into the higher frequencies, you align all your actions more and more with your very own divine essence, which is pure, unconditional love. The vibration of this pure essence of yours, the vibration of unconditional love, creates miracles and healings on all levels. Most of you have been forced in the now ending cycle of the past 10 years to letting go step by step all of the concepts of love that you had integrated into your being out of misconceptions of yourselves and your environment. And now you're aligning more and more with the essence of pure love. Many of you have found this process painful at first, because it has confronted you with all the shadows you had buried deep within yourself, and all the false concepts about you, other people, and the essence of love. The most important realization in this process is that even if you have to go separate ways in the so-called third dimension, because you're not yet ready to live such a high frequency love as a couple, or because higher plan provides something better for you, you are not separated. As love is always within you, love is not a feeling, but a state of being. Love is there for you in every moment of your existence, since you are pure love. The step that many of you have taken in this decade is the realization that this so-called heavenly twin flame love does not take place in the outside, but foremost in yourself. To reach this realization, however, you need to be radically honest with yourself and be willing to love yourself as we love your humans. This is a very difficult task for many of you because you experience love essentially linked to conditions and live in a permanent lack of love because this love is always sought only in the outside but not within you. The path of ascension is the path of authenticity and self-love. It requires from you a thorough examination of your life and all circumstances, so that you separate yourself from all that does not longer serve you. You have to let go of everything that is not in the vibration of this pure love in and for yourself. Everything that causes blockages, distrust, fears, and pain must be released because it does not serve you on your way. You have to dig deep into your cellars and accept and look at every aspect of yourself with love. As long as you cannot accept yourself with your dark and light sides, you are not fully vibrating in the essence of pure love. Your twin flames or soulmates act as catalysts in this process, as they brightly illuminate every pattern, every unloved aspect of your being, and vice versa, so that you both can walk the path of ascension alone and together. Many of you will be thrown completely back on yourself for a while to free your essence from all layers and incrustations and grow into your true authenticity and self-love before it can come to a permanent physical union with your soulmates or twin flames. This part of the process in which you're exclusively with yourself is very precious, as it lays the foundation for everything else. Most of you who have met their twin flames or soulmates during this last decade have already found into the self-love and authentic self and freed yourselves from neediness and attachments, to them realizing that this is a necessary step on the path of love and ascension. Many of you have already arrived in the essence of this pure love without false thinking of lack and have become pure love yourself. For this, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. You have completed an important step on your way. Those who have freed themselves from the attachments and vibrate in the essence of love will be reunited in larger numbers with their twin flames or soulmates in the years to come. Or, if this is not part of higher plan, they will meet other high vibrating soulmates as the next stage of the ascension process is approaching. This next step is all about living your soul plane fully and coming into the true calling of your soul. For this, the first step of self-love and the liberation of the essence of pure love within you is the foundation. Otherwise, you can only partially follow the call of your soul. Your soul gives you many signs, and you are getting better and better to read these different tracks, to recognize the corresponding synchronicities and messages, and to let yourself go into the flow of being. Higher Plan gives you every support for this as you go fully into trust and let yourself be guided by your soul and the essence of love. More and more of you will bring you concepts of healing, new technologies, new ways of communication and togetherness to Earth, and these will be a great support for all people because everyone will benefit from this knowledge in this high increased frequency. So-called twin souls in particular play an important role in this process, as they will mostly work together and together bring new projects into the world. This also requires a great deal of trust, because at least one of the partners will usually leave his professional path in order to devote himself to his soul path together with a twin flame. Both complement each other in an ideal way and grow together and with each other. For this, it is extremely important that both are pure love and have freed themselves from all ego attachment, false concepts and neediness, because otherwise such a mutual soul way is not possible. The growing into the mutual path will become the theme of the next 10-year cycle, because we need the knowledge and the frequency of the united soul pairs for the healing of the earth. I pray you, beloved masters, recognize the beauty of the path you've chosen and celebrate you as you are growing more and more into your true greatness. Our support and love is granted to all of you at all times.